Hi guys. So I wanted to go over a topic that I get emailed a lot to me is what are the options if I've already transferred my pension offshore and it's in a bond. Now, just go a quick review on this because a lot of people aren't aware of the fees of the bonds. They may have not been told, especially if you transferred between 2007 and 2018, 19. The fees weren't very clear. Advisors, so-called advisors, were not disclosing a lot of the charges. Products like Royal London, FPI Generali, OMI, etc., Hansard, had a lot of hidden fees in them. So, for example, they were charging 5 to 7% up front. They were then putting them in expensive fund fees that were again charging 5% up front and 2% ongoing. So these may be funds like Tilney. Again, have a look at the icing numbers, which we've referred to a lot on my blogs about and the performance on these. So they were going into these platforms, then they were going into expensive funds, and on top of these they would have like a 1% management charge and trust costs as well, normally of about £500-600. So just to kind of run you through a quick analysis of the figures. If you had a £100,000 pension, you'd be paying 1% advisor fee, £1,000. Platform fee, if they took up front, would be around 1.6% for the platform fee over a 10-year period, plus the admin costs of £500. So that's another £2,000 there or thereabouts, £450. So that's £3,000. Then you've got the fund costs that are, again, if they weren't clean, it would normally be about 1% and 5% up front. So that would be £5,000 gone of your pension, plus another £1,000 a year, and the trustees' costs. Again, you're looking at the cheaper ones, 180, but say, for example, average price is around 500. There you can see how it's adding up to around £4,000 or £5,000 a year on a plus 5,000 up front potentially for the fund costs as well on a pension transfer. Now this is, unfortunately, it happened quite common. A lot of financial advisors on firms weren't very ethical in their practices with this, and you're left with a lot of people that transfer the pensions into these schemes and just unsure about what to do. So I want to cover this quickly on some of your options. One is to go into lower cost platforms. Best ones at the moment are Novia, that FCA regulated, or fee based, charge 0.45%. Again, cheapest trust in the offshore world is Novia Trust, so have a look at moving into that. Again, because of the exit fees, so they're normally done, one kind of material fact that often gets omitted is that you're going to get charged over a 10-year period as well in these offshore bonds. So if you take 25% PCLS within that 10 years, you're still going to get charged on the original value of the of what you transferred. So if it was 100,000, you take 25,000, you were getting charged 1.6% on 100,000, then it would be, you'd still be getting charged that 1.6 on 100,000, so £1,600 on 75,000, even if you for the rest of that 10-year period, even if you transferred. So that's something to be aware of. They may have exit charges as well and surrender penalties that normally entail you having to pay the rest of the fees for the 10 years. But personally would look at transferring it, going into low cost ETFs, transferring into lower cost funds, looking for different advisors, going for fee based only advisors would be some of my top concerns if you had transferred your pension. I'm going to do another video on this because I think it's an important topic. I want to make it as clear as possible for you guys on some of the options that are available, because I know it's quite a concern for a lot of people out there in the expat world.